Hi folks! If you'd like to learn how to assemble this Merry Christmas card, keep watching. So as you can see, this card is white. It's a lot of white. So you want to be all about all the layering and embossing to really make it decorative. I was asked to include a Happy Hanukkah version, so I did add this medallion to the file. If you don't own the Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, either one, it might try to charge you. So in that case, if you don't want to pay for the image, just unflatten, change the image for something you own or something free, reflatten it, and you go ahead without being charged for anything. The rest is all pretty much basic shapes as far as I remember, but I did make it last year. So I'm going to, we have the card in the file, we have the card. We have a large layer, one that's slightly smaller. The slightly smaller one is the one we're going to emboss. Then we have a smaller layer that will be put on as is. And then this second small layer that we are going to emboss, and our medallions. So I'm going to get set up to emboss these two panels so that I can tell you which folders I've used in case you own them and want to use the same ones. But if you don't, it's not a problem. Just make the card with something that you do own for your Cuttlebug. I'll be back. So for the embossing, I'm going to use, again, the Anna Griffin oval scroll frame. I showed you this in the winter scene card with the gold background and the church. So this is the same one I'm using on this card. And for the very top smaller layer, I'm using an Anna Griffin. It's called Matalas, and it looks like a weave. I'm using this one for the smaller piece. So we'll go ahead and emboss those. I'll start with the smaller one. Because it's so small, I'm going to try and center it up. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks okay. There we go. That should do it. Well, I love the Cricut cardstock for embossing. The texture makes it emboss so beautifully. I hope you can see that. I really like that. And for the larger panel, we're going to use this frame, and I want to get the top of the pattern in it. Oops. With these, we only need one B plate. And this center we won't worry about because it's going to be covered. If you don't have these folders, no worries. You can still make the card very beautiful by using a pretty folder that you own. Okay, so that's it for embossing. We're all ready to assemble, and I'll be right back. We're all set, and we'll start assembling our card. In the file, you'll have an extra layer that you want to put on the inside. I left it blank so that you can add whatever sentiment you want to it or write it by hand. So we'll start layering our card. adhesive on it. Oops, I went a little over. Center that up. And we'll take our larger embossed panel and add that to the front. I love this Cricut cardstock. The texture is wonderful. It has almost a linen look to it, and it embosses so beautifully. Okay, there's the main part of our card. Now we're going to add this panel, our embossed layer, and we have this little bar to go across to look like a ribbon. It goes together quite fast. These layers are so simple to apply anyway. Get that centered up pretty much, I hope. There we go. The more detailed part is making this medallion. Our center and our little red bar. There, we have the base of the card all done. I love all the layering and texture from embossing. That really makes a white on white card special. So we'll start assembling our little medallion. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas cutout that I did. We want to center that. Once again, you can see that I've done layers smaller, the first larger than the next, always the next smaller, so that it really gives a lot of dimension to the medallion. Layer this one on top to give it a frame. Line that up. There we go. And we need this tiny one on top of that. I really like this little metal tip on the art glitter glue. Makes it much easier to apply to small pieces. There. And we'll line this up. This is smaller even, so it gives another layer. And there's our medallion, our Merry Christmas medallion. That goes in the center of the card. So, although the card looks quite elaborate, it's actually really easy to produce. It doesn't take long, so it's even a nice card to make if you want to do multiples. And there you go. So I hope you like this card. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.